When I first started working for a billionaire, one of the first questions I was really concerned with was, hey, dude, how do I scale my business? What are some of the key principles? First off, he said, Josh, I'm looking at your business right now. You have no systems. That is number one. He said, the second thing that you will not understand that is the most detrimental part to my success, very hard to quantify and very hard to tell, is something called momentum. He said, when you have it, it feels like business is incredibly easy. Every single person is moving, doing what they're needing to do, making progress into the next stage. Everyone's having these big light bulb movements, and it's like this unstoppable machine and this snowball that no matter what you do, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And he said, that's where I am in business now. He said, dude, I just bought a $100 million property. All I did was give the green light, and then we bought it. Since then, he's bought $1 billion in the past year. He is a large multifamily investor, and he has a 300-person team that does everything. It's a plug and play system. They find a great deal, they buy it. And now he has tens of thousands of apartments. He bought, so far to this quarter, he has bought over $750 million year to date of real estate. I know what he's doing right now. He's literally on his boat on vacation, only working until 11 a.m. to noon every single day. He said, yeah, no meetings after that. I want to prioritize having fun with my family. Think about that. Imagine literally having tens of thousands of apartments paying you every single month. Very little work. It wasn't always that way. He's been in business for decades, and now he's getting the fruits of his labor decades later. It just takes a very long period of time to build this invisible thing called momentum. Right now, I would say we are at the forefront of having a lot of momentum in my business. I can't even tell you guys how easy it makes everything feel. Honestly, it feels like we are literally on easy mode. It just took 4 years to start to build momentum for me. And so I spent 4 years making fuck all, working every single day, having very little to show for it. And then, you know what happens? On the 5th year, you start to make a ridiculous amount of money. The business starts to produce ridiculous amounts of results. It becomes very easy to do it. But that's just because it takes so long to build the foundation that is necessary for scale. I've been making videos for years now. I was making videos on a different channel every single day, exactly like I am now, talking about the business journey. When I first started, I was saying, well, I'm just doing this to keep myself accountable, to make sure that what I'm doing, I'm actually doing. At the time, I think 4 years ago, 3 years ago, when I was making videos, I was making under $10,000 per month, but I was laying out the playbook as to what I was going to do to get to 50 and hopefully to 100 and to continuously scale. And at every single step of the level up ladder, faced with a ton of new challenges, and everything was very difficult. For the most part, knew what needed to get done, but actually doing it was very hard. At the level that I'm at now, I know exactly what needs to get done. Doing it is not easy. It is simple though. There's 3 things that I need to do. First one, having an onboarding system for employees, because with the business, we need the best possible talent in the world. It is not a low quality agency. It is the most high-end luxury boutique organic media agency where the ticket price is very expensive. The performance is very expensive. And so we need the best talent in the world, which is what we've been doing. I need an onboarding system for those types of employees. That is number 1 thing that needs to get done for very, very high leverage. 2, I need a system for attracting very high caliber talent, which is why I'm starting to make so many videos on so many different channels, because hopefully if you can find people that want to be on the same mission, that want to do similar things that you're doing, that are already super ambitious, already super motivated, it is easier to get lead gen for very high caliber people that are ambitious young people that want to crush it in the world. It's easy to get them on board for your mission if they've already nurtured themselves through watching tons of videos. The third is opening up another acquisition channel, because right now all of my business has been referral. That's fine. I'm completely fine getting more demand. But if you want to build a large enterprise for your business, you need to have other acquisition channels to make it more of a sellable asset. It's not something that needs to get done today, but in the future, that's what would need to happen, which is also why on other channels, this one's just a raw 0 edits where I make stupid videos every single day, I need to have another channel for acquisition, which I just started with a different person that's now a business partner of mine that was one of my clients, in a new venture that we're doing where the entire goal is to get lead gen, to get another source of leads for the business. Makes everything a lot easier. Every single business, you need to have a way to service whatever it is that you're doing. If you have a physical product, you need to have a way to make the product and then get it to whoever buys it. If you have a service, you need to have a way to provide that service and have people do the service for you at scale. You need a way to service the clients, you need a product or a service, and then you just need a way to get clients. Actually, very, very simple to have a business. You need to have something and someone needs to buy it. And then boom, as simple as that, you have a business. And at first, I was just running around, basically working for free for so many people to get as many reps in, to get as much experience to where I could provide more and more value to more people at scale. And now that we're starting to be able to do that, it's becoming a lot easier to provide more value to more people, which which makes you more money in return. Hopefully that is the way that it should work. And that's what we're going to do. And now I'm actually focusing on super high leverage things, which is so exciting. So I guarantee you, today is July 25th. By August 25th, we will have onboarded 7 more clients. Guaranteed. I have 4 in the bank right now that we are hopefully going to be onboarding over the next week and a half to 2 weeks. I'm going to a live event where pretty much all of my clients are speaking, where I think we're going to get at least 3 to 4 new clients, and we will have onboarded all of them by 1 month from today. That's a pretty bold claim. Maybe 5 clients. Let's go with 5 clients 1 month from today. By August 25th, they will have been onboarded, and we will be making some serious progress on the business front. And then at the same time, every aspect of the business is just going better and better and better right now. So when this guy, Ken, when he told me, you will not understand how powerful momentum is until you have it, and without it, it feels like you are just pushing a rock uphill forever. That's exactly how it feels. A few months ago, I was starting to build this momentum. Time is such a weird concept right now because every single day, there's so much gets done. It goes by so quickly. It must have been 4 or 5 months ago, maybe even 6, when I was starting to build momentum. I was making videos saying, we are at this exponential point. It takes a multitude of years to build something that can then have this massive astronomical exponential rise. And a few months ago, I was saying that we were right at this point where we were starting on this exponential rise and everything was starting to get easier. Well, you know what's happened since then? It has gotten easier and easier. We're getting this massive exponential curve. And the only key is all you have to do is stick with one thing 5 years. And I guarantee you every single person would get whatever their dream outcome was from a monetary standpoint. The hard part is sticking to something for 5 years, committing to it and continuously improving, getting better, and then learning everything else that comes up, because you will get kicked in the nuts every single fucking chance humanly possible. And still every single day we're getting kicked in the nuts. But because you've been doing it for 5 years, it then gets easier to take kicks to the nuts. And it doesn't hurt as bad. And then you're becoming self-sufficient to them. I've got to get back to work because I have some super high leverage stuff to do at 11 a.m., which is in 5 minutes.